Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a really fun video and it's going to be my TBR for the Camp SeasonAthon Readathon that is going to be happening from June 1st through June 30th. I'm super excited for this. I usually participate in the SeasonAthon every year, for every quarter, for every, season that we've got going on. And I'm super excited. So I have chosen to be part of counselor Melanie's team. Her prompts just, they were better suited for my taste than others. I loved Clint's picks. They were really awesome. I just don't read a lot of LGBTQ or queer novels. So I would love to. I just don't have many physically in my library. So I didn't feel like that would be pertinent for me. And then with Kaylani's picks, there was just some that I just didn't think were in my interest either. So I just went ahead and went with Melanie's. And she's got 11 prompts, but number 11 is the group book, which is Nature of the Witches by Rachel Griffin. I probably will not be reading that only because I'm not really like a witchy type person. I'm okay with like powers and stuff like that, but witches for some reason just doesn't appeal to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this TBR. So, cause it's going to be a lot. There's 10 books here and I currently have, or there's 10 prompts here and I currently have 10 books ready for, viewing. I mean, 9 right now because I haven't gotten to the random letter generator. So I'm hoping that one of these pops up and that can be part of that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this TBR. So for number 1, the prompt was contemporary. So just read a contemporary book. Doesn't matter if it's romance or, whatever. Just read a contemporary book. And so for me, I went ahead and picked up Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I'm really excited. I read the first book, It Happened One Summer, and I'm really excited to read Hannah and Fox's story. I did read the first chapter because it's all like text messages that they've had throughout the year. It was like literally just text messages. So that's all I've read of this book so far. I'm really excited to get to this. Hannah and Fox were some of my favorite characters from the first book. And I am eligible to read or at least listen to the audiobook starting today. However, that's not going to happen. I will be reading this back in June once it starts. So I'm really excited for this. And I'm just really excited to find out what happens between Hannah and Fox. And it's going to be a good time. So, number 2, I did kind of change a few of the prompts. So for number 2, it is read an anthology. I do not have any anthologies, and there's none that really appeal to me where I would just go ahead and pick one up. So I am switching this one from anthology to nonfiction. There is a nonfiction book that I've recently acquired, and I will be reading that, and that is The Awesome Human Project, which is Break Free from Daily Burnout, Struggle Less and Thrive More in Work and Life by Natalie Kogan. This book here, my mom recently went to a HR conference and this was one of the keynote speakers, and she loved the keynote speaker so much that she wanted to support her and get her book. And she thought it would be really helpful for me because I've been experiencing burnout for the last 6 months or so, give or take, very much due to grad school. And since I am done with grad school and I can focus on my career and all of that, I am really excited to get into this. I'm sure it's going to be very helpful, and I know that there's a 5-week challenge that's in here that I'm really interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. I might not read the whole thing, but just a few of the important parts that are in here. I think there's 4 parts total in this book, which I'm really excited about. So part 1 is the backstory, the teacher and the method at the core of your awesome human project. Part 2 is the warm-up, developing your awesome human qualities. Part 3 is your 5-week emotional fitness challenge, which I think is going to be really hard for me. Only because like I don't really deal with my emotions. I kind of put them aside and then I have like this crazy outburst of emotion and it just happens. And then part 4 is keep your practice going, how to be an awesome human every day, or most days anyway. So I'm really excited to read this. I know that these are kind of like coffee table books, but I'm really excited and I'm hoping that it'll help me with some of the things that I do have going on in my personal life and my mental health not being the greatest. But I'm looking much forward to this and I'm really hoping it does help, because having good mental health is the best thing that you can do for a person or for yourself. So I am very excited to get to this. So, all right, number 3 is read a book with a number in the title. So this one is actually going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And I'm going to be reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm very much looking forward to this. Obviously, there is a number in the title, but this is also my book club book for the month of June. So this will probably be the first book that I am reading in June, because my book club is on June 3rd. So most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to start listening to this at the end of May and then finish it in June. So I think that's what's going to happen. I'm looking forward to it. And it's going to be a good time. I've heard really good things about this. But again, we'll see. It's going to be interesting to say the least. And I'm sure that I'll have some differing opinions on it than other people, I'm sure. But we'll see. I'm very much looking forward to this. And hopefully I'll really enjoy it. All right, number 4 is a book that involves a game. So for this one, I went ahead and picked a book that was in the middle of a series. So if you guys have been watching my vlogs, you'll know that I've currently been reading the Zodiac Academy series, and I am currently on book 4, which I will be finishing in the month of May, because as of filming, it is the 21st. So I will be finishing that book probably next week, and I will be reading the 5th book after. And so that is Cursed Fates. And this book is rather large. I do have the audiobooks for all of these because this is crazy. This book does feature a couple of games. So one of the games in this series is called Pitball. It is very much like a crazy version of Quidditch with elemental powers and all this other stuff. So it's really cool. That's a game. And then there's also a game of fates. Basically, they are messing with the stars and what the fates want, and all of that. So there's 2 games in this book, and I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm also scared to death because this book is 917 pages and Lord knows why this book needed to be that long, but I'm looking forward to it. I know a lot of people are like, you're gonna freak out with like the ending of the series because it's not like something that you ever expected to happen, but it happens. And then I'm glad I'm reading these because the last book does come out in December, and I'm hoping that whatever happens at the end of the series will be resolved and a nice little bow at the end of that book. So anyway, this is for number 4, which I'm very excited about. So again, huge book, but it'll be a fun time nevertheless. All right, number 5 is read a graphic novel or manga. For that, I went ahead and picked up Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. This has been a very popular series ever since it got a adaptation on Netflix, which this will pop up again later on in this video, but I'm super excited. This is a graphic novel, so it'll be relatively quick and easy to read for me. All I know is that this is a boy who falls in love with a boy, and it's a coming of age story, and it'll be very cute, I'm sure. So very much looking forward to this one. Okay, so for number 6, it's going to be use a random letter generator. So I picked a wheel here, and it's going to give us the letter that we are going to be using for this random letter generator. So we're going to go ahead and press spin. And we got the letter O. Let's see. So for this, you can either do like the author's name, like first or last name, or the name of the book. Let me see if I have anything here. I do have Heartstopper, which is by Alice Oseman. So we'll go ahead and use Heartstopper Volume 1 for the random letter generator. That way we can go ahead and kill two birds with one stone here and have, you know, multiple challenges met. So we'll go ahead and do that one. We've got O for Alice Oseman. Hey guys, sorry if the angle changed. I got a delivery and I had to go pick it up or go get it real quick. So anyway, let's go ahead and get back into this video. So I think we were on number 7, which is Book with a Monster. So this can be relative to anything, whether it's like a literal monster in a book, because it's either sci-fi or fantasy, or if the person is a monster. So it can be either one. For me, I went ahead and picked that the person is a monster, and I picked A Touch of Malice by Scarlett St. Clair, which is book 3 in the Hades and Persephone series. To me, Demeter is the monster of this whole story. So, yes, there's that. And then there's also Cerberus. Cerberus is in this, he's a 3-headed dog, so I like it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and read this one and see if I can finish the series. Because like I said previously, I think Persephone just really annoyed me in certain aspects of the story. And so I didn't know if I wanted to finish it. But because I've already started the series, I need to finish the series. So we're going to do that. But anyway, so there's that one. Book number 8 on here is a book set in an alternate world, which is basically any fantasy novel. So I went ahead and picked A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 1 in the Flesh and Fire series. This was supposed to be on my May TBR. I went ahead and moved it to June. Same with A Touch of Malice. Sorry if I keep adjusting, you guys. But anyway, so this is the first book in a new series. I'm really looking forward to it. I have heard really good things from some of the Jail-landers, and I'm excited for it. We'll see. I have this one on audiobook, so we'll be listening to that, and I have a whole month to get to it. So some of these books are really large, and so audiobooks are very much a must for me. So I will be getting to this, and I'm looking very much forward to it. All right, number 9 is a book with sprayed edges. So this is one that I also changed because I do not own a book with sprayed edges that I haven't already read. So like I have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Those are sprayed edges, but I've already read them. I really don't like to buy like collector's editions or limited editions of books. So I don't really have a lot of sprayed edges. So I changed up this one as well. So instead of sprayed edges, I put spray paint. So a book that has some sort of like spray paint on the cover. And I went ahead and picked A Lilac by B.B. Reed. This is book 1, or it might just be a standalone. This is a reverse harem, like a rock star reverse harem. So I'm very much looking forward to this. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, this book is very much like spray painted. So I just went ahead and picked up this one because of how it looks, the cover design. So we went ahead with that. And then the last thing on here is read a book that's an adaptation. So for that, I picked up Heartstopper Volume 2. Heartstopper has recently been turned into a Netflix TV series. And so I am slowly but surely making my way through these graphic novels. Anyway, this I'm looking very much forward to. We will see how I feel about it. I know that these are like really cute, and I only have the first 2 volumes, so I don't have volume 3 or volume 4. I'm hoping to get them in soon. Amazon is currently out of stock of them, so I'm hoping that I can go to Barnes & Noble and see if the one that I am close to has the volume 3. But again, we'll see on these. But this is going to be super cute, and it's going to be a really fast read as well, I'm sure, because it is, like I said, a graphic novel. So those are all the books that I plan on reading for Camp SeasonAthon. It is a pretty significant stack here. Oh, Lord. oh no, I don't know if they're going to stay in its own little tower, but here are the books that I plan on reading. There are 9 total. It is a lot, but I am very much looking forward to every single one of these books, and it's going to be a great time. So anyway, I'm going to put these down. If you guys have read any of these books or plan on reading any of these books for the Camp SeasonAthon Readathon, please let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to get to these, and I'm really looking forward to participating in this year's SeasonAthon. So anyway, I am gonna get going, get this video up and loaded, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.